Hey everybody, welcome back. So we have a nice new game that was sent in, and this one is from one of my old students. So I was happy to see that they sent in a game and that I'm gonna get to use it for this video. So let's go ahead, let's take a look here. So they're playing as the white pieces, and they're playing against a computer. They were able to reach a level that they wanted to. There was like their goal to beat this level computer. So let's take a look at how the game went. Knight c3. So normally what I like to do, and this is what I will do if I play knight f3 and d4, I like to put the pawn on c4 and go for more of a queen's gambit setup. And you don't really have to worry about getting the pawn back, because it's very unlikely that they will be able to hold on to the pawn if they capture. And if they are somehow able to hold on to it, usually the positional benefits will outweigh any material. Alright, let's go ahead. So let's continue. Bishop f5. Okay. So e4. I like this move because what we're doing is we are expanding in the center. And I think that that's probably the best move here, is just playing e4. We're saying, hey, we're gonna we take advantage of the fact we have enough pieces supporting it to play that move, and just go ahead and strike at the center. And what it also is doing is, this bishop is currently locked in, but after the pawn moves to e4, now this bishop is suddenly open again. Okay. Obvious blunder, bishop d6. No good, because the pawn fork. Castling. E takes, C takes, and now we have castling. So here the white pieces are just up a piece, but you're still gonna have to work for the win. Obviously, it's not gonna just automatically win itself. You're still gonna have to make sure you don't make any mistakes. The one strange thing that I always thought about computers when you're playing them and the blunders, it's like, how does the computer play the blunders? Like, because some computers are like programmed to play blunders every so moves, or moves that are not as good. So it's always, I thought, interesting, like how you think about the computer making a mistake, because obviously the computer has an ability to play at a level of like 3,000 or something, at least most computers. Okay, queen b5. You can actually just go ahead and take, and then be up another pawn if you would like. Alright, queen b6. So I like queen takes b6. When you're up material, you should be exchanging your pieces, because that makes the difference between the extra piece more noticeable. If you get down to an endgame where it's just the extra bishop versus king and pawns, and all of that, then that's so much easier to win. Oh, right here I want to take a moment to pause, because I always like to make it a point, whenever there's a tripled pawn, I always like to point that out, because I just think that it's funny. Okay, moving on. Maybe you don't agree with me, I don't know, but I think they're kind of unusual, and so I always like to make it a point to say, tripled pawns, 3 times as good. Okay. So let's keep going. So there's one more thing I wanted to show here, and it's coming up right here. So now maybe you can guess, that this bishop looks like it's undefended. So maybe you can guess, why does the black pieces not just take it? So maybe you figured it out, that it allows a back rank checkmate. So the bishop, although not being protected directly, is indirectly defended by the tactic of the back rank checkmate. So yeah, there's that. So let's continue. Okay, when a piece is pinned, we should attack it again, right? This knight was pinned to the rook, so we go ahead and we just attack it again with the bishop, so that way we can win a piece. And now here's one other thing I find really interesting about the computer. It never resigns. At this point, any normal person would just resign. Like, this game continues on for many more moves, right? But any person by now would just say, well, I'm down a rook, a bishop, and a pawn. It's time to give up. But the computer will just keep playing on until you force the checkmate and nothing less. I mean, I'm gonna let the computer play it, or the screen play it out, so we can see how it continues. But we kind of just know that there's no human that would play on like that. And that's one of the things I'd like to talk about is on my channel is I frequently like to talk about the differences between computers and people, and that's one of them. Okay, so thanks for sending me in the game, and thanks for watching. I hope that this video is able to help you out, and keep sending me your games, everyone. See you later.